So we use Brandwatch, and we use social media monitoring for a variety of things. We do monitoring and responding for certain ones of our clients. We do what we call sort of deep dive insight reports. But the area that we're sort of moving more and more into is actually just giving it sort of day-to-day contact with other areas of the business. So we sit within the strategy hub. We feed our insights straight into the planners and other members of the team. Also, the account teams have access to sort of their own dashboards. So if an announcement happens or they start a new campaign, they can very quickly just get a top-line view of what's happening and sort of feed that in and saying, are we getting the reaction we wanted? Go back a couple of years, when sort of social media started, social media was about social media. It was a separate unit. Our social media team don't actually sit with, social media monitoring certainly don't sit within our social media agency. We actually split as part of what we call the strategy hub. So we actually sit, with three analysts in the team, sit amongst all of the planners across business. And that's not online planners, it's not social planners, that's the planners. They plan all of our strategies, and it's the social media part and insights from that. So it's not just about going, we found this out on Twitter, let's do this on Twitter. It's going, we found this out on Twitter, how could that affect our TV? How could that affect, the messaging we put out? So it's something we've been working on for a while, but I think it's just, it's really starting to take off. So I think for the next sort of 6 months to a year, it's just going to be that fact of, it's not about, social media insights, it's about insights about people. We weren't necessarily happy with all the services we were getting, so we did a full review of a variety of tools, looking for the one that kind of fitted our process best. We have quite a lot of ambiguously named brands, if you like, so things like Domino's isn't necessarily the easiest, even things like we work with Tesco Bank, and people talk about using their Tesco credit card, or using a credit card at Tesco, so all quite tricky things to track, and so we needed something that had quite a lot of operators to get sort of really good data, and Brandwatch's setup for that is really, really strong. Because of the process we go through, we needed a tool that was powerful but quite simple to use. It's kind of easy to say, but we've got a team of analysts that use it day in, day out, and kind of they would have learned to use pretty much any tool, I'm sure. But then we've also got clients that are using dashboards. We've got account teams that are using sort of simplified dashboards, and so that flexibility of going, we can be really in depth, really flexible. Also, we can set something up that anyone can kind of use and get the basics out of. Also, what we really liked about Brandwatch was the focus on the future. You could see developments coming. So with a lot of tools, they hadn't changed. The last tool we used, it had hardly changed in 6 months to a year. And so, whereas with Brandwatch, it's weekly. You've got new changes, and you do listen to your customers. So yeah, it feels like that kind of a nice partnership where we're working together for the same aim.